Hey everybody, welcome. Today we are going to be talking about autumn seasonal spell work. We voted on this and this is what you chose for today's Witchy Wednesday. We'll see you in just a minute. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I am Mel from Melsdivination. I'm the owner here. If you don't know me, I recommend you check out the channel. This is my full-time job. Not content creation, but doing readings and witchcraft and working with clients all day long. You can look up readings that I have, different types, on my website. It's melsdivination.com. Everything is always linked in the description box in any video that I post. I go live usually Mondays through Wednesdays each week and do live readings. And there's all kinds of other things that are available on the channel. So take your time, look around, check things out. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. Today we are talking about autumn, but more specifically, energy to work with in the autumn season for spell work. Autumn starts September 21st, 22nd, generally every year, and then it goes all the way through December 21st. So there's a big chunk of time that we are in that season, and even though it might be getting colder in December and it doesn't feel so much like autumn, it feels more like winter, these seasonal energies are still there. And the purpose of working with the seasons is something that helps with the energies that are already naturally here. One of the things I'm going to be talking about eventually is low budget witchcraft, but today we're talking more specifically about autumn being a time of change and transition, a time where things start to get slower and quieter, it's darker earlier, and it's a great time for us to work on spell work that works around that kind of thing. I'm going to go over 3 different spells today. 2 of them I'm just giving you the instructions, and the final one I will be doing an actual demonstration of it. So the first one we're going to talk about is Autumn Abundance spell. This is going to be to help you manifest any kind of abundance and prosperity in your life in working with the seasonal rhythms. What you're going to need, and I'm not demonstrating, so I don't have the items in front of me. You need a green candle, a yellow candle, a red candle. If you don't have those, you can always substitute for white or black. You need acorns, corn kernels, and wheat kernels. Again, I'm sure you can substitute, but the purpose is to work on things that are planted in the ground to help bring upon abundance. So that is kind of the key. Think about it that way. Try to gather things that are outside. Do not go and purchase special things just for this. The instructions is pretty straightforward. When you start your normal spell work ritual, however that works for you, casting a circle, meditating, setting the intention, grounding yourself, all the things. I have multiple videos in my basic witchcraft, introduction witchcraft playlist, so go check that out if you don't know what I'm talking about. Then place the green candle in the center of your altar. Place the yellow candle on the right side of the green candle. Place the red candle on the left side of the green candle. Surround the candles with acorns, corn kernels, and wheat kernels. So spread that out around them. Light the 3 candles and then chant, "Autumn winds bring abundance to me. Fill my life with prosperity." Acorns, corn, and wheat, and insert a different word if you're using a different item. Bring me all that I need. While you're doing this, stare at the candles, stare at the light, picture yourself surrounded by abundance and prosperity, and let the candles burn down completely. If you're truly burning candles, you can alternate this. There's all different other ways to do it. But if you're truly burning candles, please use fire safety, use intelligence around this. Never leave a candle unmonitored. Great candles you could use for this are birthday candles. If you want to do it fast, use birthday candles. We've talked about some of this stuff in basic witchcraft, so we're not going to get too deep. So that was the first spell. The next one is an autumn protection spell. This is all about helping you protect yourself from negative energies and influences during this specific season. You need a black candle, a white candle, a piece of obsidian, a sprig of rosemary, and a sprig of sage. Can you alternate stuff? Absolutely. You could just use white candles if you had them, setting that intention. One candle is white, one candle is black. The reason why it's black is for absorbing negative energies. The obsidian is a black stone. You could use any black stone. It doesn't have to be obsidian. You could literally go out in your yard and pick a black rock up. Okay, so it doesn't have to be a special fancy rock. It can be anything that is black in nature, any stone. Obsidian, jet, shungite, hematite, tourmaline, anything that's black. Or dark gray. Dark gray would be okay too. Rosemary and sage sprigs. If I was doing this spell, I actually would probably use dried rosemary and dried sage because that's what I have. Use what you have. Do not go out and purchase special stuff. What you do, how to do this spell. Again, the first step is to set up your space the way you normally would. If you cast a circle, cast a circle. If you call on your guides, however you do it to set the intention and to set the energy of the beginning of a spell. Then place the black candle in the center of your altar, the white candle on the right side of the black candle, and then place the obsidian or the black stone on the left side of the black candle. So the black candle is in the middle of the two items. Surround the candles with the rosemary and sage. It might be a good idea to use a plate that you can put everything on, or even like a tin foil thing so that everything is just in one little space and it's in like a little bubble. If I was doing this spell, that's what I would do. Then light the candles and chant, "Autumn winds, protect me from harm, keep me safe from all that would do me harm. Obsidian, rosemary, and sage, protect me from all that is negative, and so it is." While you're doing this, visualize yourself surrounded by a protective shield of light, whatever color that works best for you, whatever texture that works best for you. And then let the candles burn down completely. Again, fire safety. And if you're not doing burning, the next one I'm going to do is going to be a non-fire magic spell. We're going to do that one in 1 minute. We're going to do a demonstration of that, so I need to set up a little bit differently, and I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, so I set up a little bit better so you can see what I'm doing right here. My head's cut off a little. Bear with it. You don't need to see me as much as you need to see what I'm doing here. This is going to be the demonstration of the spell work that I mentioned. I talked about 2 other spells. I didn't demonstrate them. I just gave you directions for them. This one, I'm actually going to walk you guys through it. It is called Just Leave That Stuff Behind. And it is a spell that was published by Llewellyn in the app that I have talked about. Go watch the video. It's under my live section. It says top 5 apps. I've talked about this a lot. They give you a daily spell. This spell came out September 23rd, 2024, so I'm not taking credit for it, but I do really like this seasonal spell. And the thing that I love about the app is that it gives you these spells that you can do the day of, or you can save them and do them later, and it fits the seasonal rhythms. This one is about leaf that stuff behind. And it says, still being in the throes of the fall equinox in the northern hemisphere, we can draw up this seasonal energy to continue releasing those things that no longer serve our lives. I'm reading it to you verbatim. I'm going to explain it a little bit in a minute after I read it to you. Additionally, we can extend this releasing energy out into the world. As witches and workers of magic, it is our duty and privilege to ride the wheel of the year and make the most of the turning tides. As we help ourselves, we help the world. If available, get some dried and fallen autumn leaves. If not, substitute another type of dried leaf, such as bay leaves. Use a marker to carefully write words on the leaves for yourself, for others, and for the world at large. Suggestions include protection, clarity, world peace, or anything else your intuition guides. This type of spell helps get or keep that ball rolling in the right direction. Carefully and privately burn all of the leaves. Now, I do want to talk about that really quickly. Obviously, this says in the throes of the fall equinox, but anywhere that it is considered autumn season, this spell would work well. It doesn't have to be exactly in the fall equinox. That's when this spell was published, though. I'm doing this spell, I'm setting this up October 16th, I believe it is. And we are going to be having a major full moon tomorrow in Aries, and that seasonal energy the autumn seasonal energy paired with the Aries full moon is all about releasing. And there's also other things going on in the astrology with Pluto and Capricorn and things like that, and endings and beginnings. So I thought that this would be a very appropriate spell for this energy that we're stepping into. And a lot of people have been feeling very anxious, very overwhelmed, just unsettled energy. I've been hearing from a lot of my clients, a lot of my viewers. So I thought this would be perfect. I only got 3 leaves because I'm not going to do a huge amount. You can get bay leaves if you don't, because some of you may live like in Florida or Arizona or California where the leaves don't change and the colors don't matter. I just picked up the ones that actually had color and that weren't dark brown. It doesn't matter. So use what you have. Do not go out looking for something to buy. Don't purchase anything. Just use what you actually have. For those of you who probably know, as a reminder, my mother has been very, very ill, and I will be lucky if she makes it to the end of November. There is a GoFundMe for that. I'll link it down below because I can't work if I'm with her. And I'm going to add Mom's Healthy and Healed. I'm careful about the way I say it because I don't want to write something that could be misconstrued as, oh, she's passed on. Her pain is gone because she's passed on. She still doesn't have pain, but she's no longer here. So I just wrote Mom is healthy and healed. On this one, I'm going to write
abundance for the U.S.
because a lot of residents in the U.S. are really struggling. And the last one I'm going to keep it private.
Okay.
You can do as many as you want. I only picked 3 because it's what I had, and I'm not going to do a bunch of them on camera. And you can use whatever color you want as well. So I just happen to have a purple Sharpie. Use whatever you want. Purple is good for spiritual stuff. It does say burn. 2 things I want to talk about with burning leaves before I tell you what the spell actually, what the chant is with it. Be mindful about where you burn leaves if you burn them at all, because leaves actually release, depending on the leaf that you burn, they can release toxins in the air. Where I live, it is against the law to burn leaves here. For fall cleanup, we're not allowed to burn them. We have to put them in bags and send them to compost, or we have to compost them ourselves because they smell strong and it actually is harmful to the environment. 2 or 3 leaves isn't going to kill anybody, but if you do burn them outside, make sure you step back and don't inhale the smoke wherever the smoke is and envision it going away. If you don't want to burn, make sure you burn it outside. If you don't want to burn, that is okay. You can rip them up and you can throw them somewhere. What I would recommend is throwing them off your property, wherever you feel like is a good place to release them, like a park, a cemetery, water, something like that. Rip them up little bit by little bit. It has a similar energy as burning because it's releasing the energy and you're letting it go. Just don't leave the remains on your property. The actual chant is, great burning season now at play. These now are banished forever and a day. That is the whole thing. Oh, you guys can't even see it. I'll take a picture and post it. I'll put it, I don't know, somewhere over here when I'm editing it. So that is the whole entirety of autumn spell work. There is so much you can do with this. There's so much. You can do so much more than what I've listed. It's just a few little things. If you would like me to do a video of autumn correspondences, like colors, items like herbs, or themes, or I don't know, apples. Apples is a big one. Correspondences of different things that you can work through in the season, to work with the season. Please make sure you comment down below to let me know that you're interested in that kind of a video, because I will make time to make that if people are asking for it. Let me know what you think. Feel free to comment below what you end up doing. What did you do with this? Which spell did you do? How did you do it? Share it with the community so that other people get ideas as well. There's no gatekeeping here. We are sharing. The only gatekeeping is we keep some things private. Like, that's okay. But as far as sharing with, this is a community to teach and help one another, including myself. I don't know everything, and I never will pretend to. With that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you all soon. Bye for now.